Hi Scorpio, this is Samantha from Insights Tarot, and I'm here to give you your weekly read for the 16th through the 22nd of September. This is a general read for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hope you guys are doing well today. This is a timeless read despite the timestamp, which just simply means, Scorpio, that if you've been brought to watch this video, no matter what time it is during the year, or what year it is actually, that you've obviously been brought here for a reason and that there are messages within the video for you, so give it a watch. It's general, so it won't resonate with all of you, but if you do happen to like the video, I'd love it if you'd like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Hit that thumbs up. Let me know and let YouTube know that you appreciate the readings and the content that I'm posting. That way my business can grow. Definitely appreciate you guys. If you want a more in-depth idea of what's coming for you, my suggestion is to watch your Moon, Rising, and Venus videos. If you don't know those signs, check out Ester.com or Cafe Astrology. Both of those sites provide free birth charts. Excuse me. If you don't have time to watch all these videos, I do offer personal readings. That information is below if you're interested. So, same as last time, I'm going to use the Law of Attraction deck. But I'm now adding the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. So I'll be bringing out one of her cards at the end of the reading along with an Angel Answer card, okay? I'm also doing a different layout this week. Okay, so without further ado, let me go ahead and get us rolling, okay, Scorpio? Thanks. Source energy, ascended masters, angels, archangels, guardian angels, and divine white light and spirit guides. I ask that you please provide me with the general messages and energies for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I ask that I'm allowed to see the messages clearly and to speak them clearly. And I ask that all the messages provided here today help keep Scorpio on their highest path, not only now, but always. I want to thank you, Divine, for your love, guidance, and protection. It's deeply appreciated. All your messages are deeply appreciated and always welcome here. Okay, Scorpio, so your general energy for the week ahead is the King of Cups. This is you coming out in your own reading. So, or, you know, for some of you, you are working or will have dealings with another water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Doesn't have to be their sun sign. Can be somebody with a water sign in some other area of their chart. This is somebody who you'll have dealings with throughout the week. But off the top, since these readings are to be looked at from the lens of working on yourself as well as from the lens of what's going on around you externally, this can be a card about you working on yourself this week, since this is your sign. And that you could have some breakthroughs, okay? Especially with the Tower here. And the Nine of Pentacles, as well as... I love this. You got the Queen of Cups as well. So, we could definitely be talking about a partnership for some of you, okay? Like I said, this could be two ways. You or you working with, dealing with somebody else. And since we got two of the same suit, the King and Queen of Water, for some of you, this is relationship oriented. Okay. here we got a guy who obviously knows what he's talking about. He's discussing a chart. He's discussing his life, but it's like he's looking to the heavens and he's talking to them. Okay, you see how he's staring up into outer space instead of looking forward? He's in the dark, so it does seem that you're talking to heaven and you're explaining your situation. This guy does look dire here. He doesn't look like he's all that happy. And, but he's dressed very professionally. He seems to know exactly what he's doing. He is the king after all. But it does seem, I'm drawn to the fact that his hand's in his pocket. He's not sharing everything. There are pieces of himself possibly that he's not working on, that he's hiding away. And that could be you or somebody else this week, okay? Because that's what's catching my eye the most. That, and he's looking towards heaven, or looking up at the ceiling rather than straight forward. Yeah. And he's got this wand or this pointer here, and it tells me that he's being very nitpicky. He's pointing out things on this chart. And note to self, you could be being very hard on yourself this week, Scorpio. You might be distracting yourself, focusing on external things rather than on internal things, which is what I'm getting from the hand in the pocket. So instead of working on what really needs to be worked on, you're focusing on external circumstances, and maybe rightly so, because the chart's in red, and for me, I just heard the word emergency. For some of you, you have external things that are taking your attention away from yourself at the moment. So for some of you, you will not have the opportunity. You'll have to box your work, or pause it for a minute, so you can, the work on yourself is what I'm talking about. So that you can deal with external things happening around you, changes that are happening around you that are taking your time up. It does look like that you are being divinely guided, that you are in fact in touch with Source. You are talking upward here in this picture, and that's beautiful. You are highly aware of what's going on, okay? Yeah. Okay, so that's definitely the focus this week. So we've got some external circumstances going on that are possibly taking you away from your attention to self, to your own self-healing at this time. Some of you seem very worn down about this, maybe put out by this, because it might be difficult. Might be an emergency, might be a challenge, okay? You seem worn down. Typically, the hardest part is right before the big change, okay? Keep that in mind as you move forward. If this is a partner, if this is somebody else you're dealing with, keep in mind there could be a situation, an emergency going on with them, or I do feel like there could be some hidden feelings or nitpicking going on in the relationship, not fully admitting the truth, not speaking your truths. These are all messages coming through now. I do feel that there are some of you that are dealing with partners that aren't being forthright with you. You're dealing with partners that are dealing with other emergencies in their lives, and maybe they're not quite available to you, and even others are dealing with partners that they're having trouble with because the partners are being very nitpicky and very standoffish with themselves. Maybe they're acting holier than thou. The reason I say that is because he is staring towards the heavens, and that was what came, the message that came to mind. Okay, so remember, this can be you or them, okay? So in those of you, it will resonate, you'll know. Okay, so your first card out is the Nine of Coin, or the Nine of Pentacle, and here we got this guy. I was just told to stop reading that. Okay, so I'm... Okay. Okay. Okay, so with a little guidance to redirect how these cards look, the first card out is the Five of Swords. And in the Five of Swords, it speaks about a situation. Right off the top, I'm drawn to the fact that I said emergency here, that you've got something external going on. And here we got a negative situation. Here, this looks like the Dow Jones, you know, financial board when you have a drop. And I know nothing about this, but there's a drop. Some negative effect going on now. It can be within you and with around you, okay? So there's a situation where you're not feeling very comfortable with it. You're not thinking possibly the best thoughts about it. Is the Five of Swords, after all, Scorpio, which deals with your the way you're thinking about things. So there is some pivotal moment that happens, and I think it's here. Or this is here and then this happens, okay? Because sometimes it gets harder before it gets better. Or it gets hard right before the big thing. I mean, this card can go before or after, and it will go before or after for some of you. But what the message is your thoughts, okay, Scorpio? For some of you, your thoughts regarding a situation in your life are not at the best that they should be or could be. There's probably some situation in your life, and now it could be in a love relationship or a familial relationship. Could have to deal with partnerships here, because we do have the King and Queen. Now this could be your own parents, if they're still married, or your own partnership to a spouse. This could also indicate a boyfriend-girlfriend. It is a romantic relationship, okay, for some of you. For others of you, this is recognizing your own set of parents if they're still together. You could be dealing with that at this time. And even others of you, they're separate, and it's just you're dealing with yourself, or you could even be dealing with somebody outside, but that you have emotional connections to, a child or other family member or a friend, okay? But there's a situation going on which taking your attention at this time, and you're not feeling so good about it. That's what's indicated here. So right off the top, we got to watch our thoughts. I say we because I'm a Scorpio as well. Thoughts are necessary. They're necessary for the production or manifestation of our future. So if we're in this frame of mind, we got to be careful that we're not bringing in negative realities through the energy we're putting out. So watch your thoughts. There's a change coming in, or has recently came in, that has you possibly scared or frightened, or angry or upset or unsure. We've got the Tree of Life here, so it's definitely affecting your entire life. This Tree of Life is surrounded by a thunderstorm. I mean, it's in a thunderstorm, as are you. You're standing here in bright red, in a downpour, watching a series of lightning bolts hitting the ground all around you. Okay? Now, it doesn't look as if the tree has been hit yet, but the possibilities are there. And this card typically does indicate change, either brought on by choice or brought on and you have no choice about it. So without choice. It'll be different for different ones of you. This particular card indicates change, and your thoughts regarding it aren't the most positive, okay? I just, in looking at this picture here, I'm seeing like a heart monitor at a hospital. You know how it goes up and down with the heartbeats. So for some of you, it could have to do with loved ones being sick or ill. For others of you, this could be regarding money or a relationship that's not doing so well, okay? Because it does also, the NASDAQ stock, it does remind me also of that. So money matters could be at hand. But the change is there. This person standing there staring at it and not sure what to do. I do feel like with the color red here that there's passionate dislike going on, or passionate, it's love or hate, passionate love or hate. There's a heart tie here is what I'm trying to get at, and your emotions are volatile or affected by it. Especially that's indicated through the downpour of rain, and the lightning bolts indicate anger. Not to lose your temper at this time. So Scorpio, there are possibly, you might feel like you're in a downpour of changes at this time. Like we hear the words, when it rains it pours, sort of thing. And your thoughts, got to keep an eye on those to keep them positive. Because they do help maneuver you through a situation. So if you keep them positive, you'll attract more positive feelings and experiences and people and situations to you. The next card out is the Queen of Cups. Again, could be your energy or that of another. Okay. Man or woman, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Or they have this in their charts. Right off the top, I can tell you, just by the image, for some of you, you're having issues or situations with your mother, your mother or a mother figure, your own motherhood or the mother of your children, okay? There's a situation going on there. This could indicate as well, could have situations going on with pregnancy. Maybe some of you are giving birth. For some of you, there could be complications with the pregnancy that are coming up at this time that have you drawn away from your day-to-day grind, okay? Because you are distracted here by something going on external to you, okay? I do feel like in the end, though, whatever this complication may be for you, because this speaks to nurturing yourself and nurturing others, this speaks to a situation that needs to be dealt with in a loving manner, in a compassionate manner. The Queen of Cups is somebody who cares for everybody, has deep feelings. So this would also include taking care of your own thoughts and your own self, Scorpio, watching what you think, trying to think the most positive thoughts you can regarding situations at hand, trying to find that balance emotionally, because I do feel you could get knocked off, and probably some of you have been knocked off emotionally or knocked off your game, so to speak. I do feel with this card here, excuse me, this could represent, you know, your happiness. It could indicate fertility. Some of you could be getting pregnant, but I do feel many of you, this could actually be a birthing of a child because of the significance of the tower next to it, as well as complications indicated because of these two cards as well are being brought to my attention. This talks to wanting balance, wanting stability, okay? Wanting and having possibly abundance. It's definitely caring for others at this time. You could be caring and nurturing for others the way the hands are on the belly and wrapped around. You could be spending time at a hospital now, you know, especially again with the color red. I feel like it's For some, an emergency situation. For others, you're just there because the pregnancy is coming due, so you'll be giving birth. I do see the purple garment here, down here, so you are being divinely guided and watched over. In the end, the Nine of Pentacles does suggest victory. So I do feel like this change happened. You could be going through, I'm going to change this way. A change happens. There could be some complications within the change. You nurturing the change, okay, Scorpio. You're nurturing those within the change. It could be you, could be those around you, could be dealing with, like I said, many different sets of relationships. It will be different for different ones of you, okay. Some of you are having health complications. You could be dealing with those in your family who are having health complications. Among these could be pregnancy. Others of you, it has to do with the abdomen, possibly, or any other organ in the abdomen area. But in general, this could indicate just having to be in the hospital. I do feel with emergency, it's something to do with health. Okay, I see a body here, and that's what that's indicating for me, as well as when I seen the heart monitor here. So for some of you, there's some excitement or some nervous feeling, okay. I'm getting many different stories, but this here tells me there's money being spent, but in the end I'm seeing this guy. This guy's sticking out. And he's victory. He's got his arm up, he's fist pumping the air, he's climbed up a long ladder, and he's made it to the top. So at the end I'm seeing victory, and with this situation I feel like it's been a long time coming. So I do feel like many of you, this is a birth of a child into the world. You could have some nerve, it's racking your nerves. Is it going to be healthy? Is it not going to be healthy? Is the mom going to be okay or not okay? Am I going to be okay or not okay if you're the mom? Some of you, there is complications. I do see a health monitor here, but I do feel in the end they're minor in that grouping. I do see overall victory here. Okay, now this symbol here is that of not our dollar bill, but of the English pound. Okay, so I do feel like money's involved. But in the same, it talks to me about consistency and stability, okay, wanting it and getting it, okay. So there's some sort of security, because we see money as a security. I do feel like security is going to come through, stability, things are going to stabilize out, and this little guy's letting me know that things will get worked through in a positive manner. So Scorpio, let's pull Enchanted Map Oracle to see another message regarding this situation. Okay, what's a message we can give Scorpio at this time? What's a message regarding the situation at hand? Okay, so the card that came out today for you is Deep Freeze. Here we've got a lion, and he's frozen solid on a bed of water on ice. So something's on ice. You're on ice. Lions typically indicate action, so you're not taking action towards something now. Your emotions are flowing, though. I see open water here. You're sitting on them, though. It could indicate fear of falling through. So there's a lack. I do feel a fear. For some of you, I feel this could be a timer of a change within this situation in or towards the winter time. I'm going to go ahead and read what that means from the book, though, since I don't have it memorized yet. These are new cards. And until I get them memorized, I'll continue to read through the book. Okay, Deep Freeze says, Scorpio, everything has its season. Now is the time to put activity on hold while you rest. So it's about needing to rest. The cold winter beckons you to slow down and put a freeze on things that are not yet ready to bloom. It's time for regeneration and hibernation. Forego ambitious activities at this time. A pregnant pause. I love that because we're talking about pregnancy here. A pregnant pause allows ideas to gestate, projects to shift and change, and relationships to go through a dreamy state of being, not going anywhere, not needing to. Okay, this is also a time to put all your arguments on ice. So this reflects that personal relationship issue I was speaking about earlier. Nothing beneficial will come from any of them. Self-care is the most important activity now, so reflect, read a good book or get a massage, rest and dream. So yeah, I had spoken about self-care with the Five of Swords, but also here with nurturing yourself and others. This card, though, what I get from it energetically is about taking a pause, but also resting, not taking actions, calming. You see how there's a paw. Well, maybe you don't see it. In the picture, the lion has one paw in the water, so you're definitely keeping eye on your emotions here while you're waiting. I feel this card is really about waiting with this change coming up. So yes, a period of gestation. You're waiting to see what the results will be with regards to loved ones and the situation at hand for you. It will be different for different ones of you. Okay. Okay, so what do the angels have to say about this for Scorpio? What's their advice? To let go and let God. Let go and let your higher power handle this, okay? To let go of the fear, to let go of the reins, to surrender to what is, have faith, trust that everything will work out just as it should and for the highest benefit of all involved, okay? Letting go is definitely an important attribute to the situation at hand. Beautiful. I love it. So those are your messages for the week. I hope they resonate. Do comment below what your thoughts are on the new oracle as well as the new layout. Tell me how these cards resonate in your life. What's going on? Okay. I wish you the best with all of this. And until next week, or next time, should I say, Scorpio, take care. Love and light always. Namaste.